If you've ever wondered why a video gets deleted and then re-uploaded, the only place you will see an explanation almost immediately is on the Airsoft Mike Twitter page. And remember, you don't have to have Twitter to see my tweets. Just click on the link in the video description. Actually, this does work without a battery. Nice! Today's video is sponsored by TacticalXmen.com. So here we are, people. I've got another nice little supply drop from TacticalXmen.com, and today's video is all about this little thing right here, the AIRSOFT SRS sight, not by Trijicon. And just in case you're wondering, I'll do a separate video for that bad boy over there, and if you can make out what it is by this image right there, don't be fooled into thinking this is your normal regular one. It's not just a remote version, it's also, well, I'll tell you in a separate video. So let's get this AIRSOFT SRS sight open. First of all, can I just show you how neat and cool is the packaging? And let me just tell you straight away, easy way of telling that this isn't the original. The original has I think it's a bigger box for starters, yeah? And you will find the serial number will be on a sticker somewhere on the box itself. On this AIRSOFT version, no serial number anywhere. Let's get it open. Do you know, when I do unboxings like this of cool looking airsoft products that are not exactly the official ones, I sometimes wish the makers of the real versions would come on board, make official airsoft versions, or license a company to make official versions, just like what Glock did not too long ago. Imagine if this was an official airsoft Trijicon sight. Oh well. So what we get in the box is, that's nice, you get a nice kill flash. Now if you're not too sure what a kill flash is, I'll tell you about that in a moment. And again, you also get a AA battery. And before I show you the sight itself, there's a couple more things inside this box. So up there you can see there's an Allen key, so let's get that out. And if I lift this up, nothing. But if I lift the top up, you get a very basic user manual. Let's have a quick look. And I mean, this is really basic. This is another way of telling whether you've got the real deal or an airsoft version. Look. But you know what? It tells you everything that you would need to know for that particular sight. So what else do we have? You've got a lens cloth. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else. But I will say, pretty neat case. This looks very neat. Feels quite solid too. Straight away I can see one or two things on here that sets this apart from the real version. Before I go into the features, take a nice little look at this. Really does look awesome. Looks pretty neat, you've got to admit. It does look the business. Now, in terms of the trades and the markings, yeah, that's different. If you look on the real one, you will see straight away how it differs. Other than that, the overall design of this is pretty decent. Look, you've even got your solar panel up there. You've got your battery compartment right there. And if you look close enough, you can see, just like the real thing, the front lens is at an angle. And you can also see some threading on the inside of the casing, and that's where your kill flash comes in. Now, how effective that is, I really don't know, but I tell you what it will do, because you see this big old rich looking lens on the front right there. It's just hungry for a BB to smash it up. So, I would suggest installing one of these on there, just to protect this beautiful big sight during gameplay. So, on the side here, you've got a plus button and a minus button. And if you remember, you get an Allen key and you would use that to adjust your elevation and windage. So let's take a look at the markings on this thing. So this is Airsoft specific, so you have SRS right there. It says made in USA, not so. And then if you turn it around this way, of course, you've got your markings by your elevation and windage adjustments, but you also have a serial number that I find funny, patent pending, and you also have property of Trijicon, and you have your battery marking. And then if you look on the front, there's a cheeky little Trijicon logo. Okay, so let's get that AA battery in. Wow, that was long. And right there, it shows you the correct polarity. Now, as you saw earlier, you get a free AA battery, which is useful to just test the unit, but I would suggest you buy or use a decent AA battery, such as this. A good old alkaline battery. Now, straight away, you can see I'm about to put it in the wrong way, so let's just switch it around because plus side goes down first. Let's get this cap back on, and then we'll test to make sure it works. Just before I put it down completely, you can see there's an O-ring there, so there'll be a nice seal. So, you know, at minimum, splash proof. Now on this Airsoft version, you would press the plus button or the minus button to turn the sight on. I'll demonstrate. On this side, you have your plus button. I'll press that, and there you go. You can see your red dot right there. So I've turned the unit off again, just to show you that you can also use the minus button to turn it on. So I'll just press it there, and there's your little dot. To turn it off, I can just hold that minus button in and then press the plus button, switches it off. So far, so good. Now, just like the real thing, there's a reason why there's a minus and a plus sign. It's because you can adjust the brightness of your red dot. So let's just turn it on this time. Let me just use the plus button. There we go. Now, I've pressed the plus button right to its maximum setting. As you can see there, it pretty much looks like the sun. But trust me, like when I do these other reviews of other red dot sights, it will be a much more sharper red dot when you look at it with the naked eye. Now, to turn that back down again, you just simply press this minus button. But again, you know what? You don't have to press single presses like that. You can hold it down. Watch, I'm holding it, and it just flickers all the way down. Same again if you want to turn it up. Nice. So here again, I've got it at its maximum, and you can see a lot of bleed around the dot, and in fact you can see like a perfect star. Looks nice, but that's not what you want during gameplay. But again, trust me, when you're actually using this, and when it's not as dark as, say, for example, doing something like that, that bleed does reduce. And when you look through it, using your naked eye, as I can see right here, it's pin sharp. Trust me on that. But I would suggest that its lowest setting, so let's do that now. Let's just press that minus. There we go, that's it at its lowest setting. You can tell that you are going to get a much sharper red dot. Still a bit blurred, but that's because I'm showing this to you through a camera lens. Okay, so let's move along to this kill flash. Let's see how it looks with this on. And if you're not sure what the purpose of a kill flash attachment is, I'll tell you as I'm putting it on. First of all, let me show you. As you can see, it's got that sort of mesh lens on there, so it pretty much looks like something that we're all familiar with in airsoft. So let's get it on. Now, apart from being a fantastic little device in protecting your lens from a BB hit, in the real world and also during airsoft gameplay, your kill flash, its main function is to reduce the glare, the reflection that your huge front lens will give off towards the enemy. So if the enemy's got a torch or a flashlight or even just normal sunlight, the reflection that this will give off without the kill flash will give your position away. Here's a quick example. That kind of reflection right there could give yourself away to your gameplay enemy. And look, with the kill flash on, your reflection has virtually gone. Now once your kill flash is on, you're probably wondering, what's the sight picture gonna look like? Will you see that kill flash? Will you see that honeycomb mesh effect in front of your lens? Well, look, it becomes virtually invisible once you have your eye on your target. So I'm just making sure that the elevation works. Yeah, I can see that moving, that's good. And the windage also works. Nice. Now to finish up on the features, one of the big selling points of this SRS style sight is the size of your lens. Look at that massive thing right there. And then on the back there as well, that's a pretty big one too. So it's beautiful. It enables you to use a sight on a weapon, in this case an airsoft weapon, where you don't have to close one eye. You can have both eyes open. So it's about that time now for me to attach this to one of my airsoft weapons, and this will be a good time to show you the quick attach and quick release lever system right here. So that little button system right there, now with a lot of levers or levers, you just literally pull it straight up. With this one, you just press on that right there, that releases it. So let me just show you that a bit closer. I don't know if you can just pick that up. If I let it go, see that? That releases this lever like so. And why is that system a better system than what I'm normally used to? Well, it prevents accidental detaching. Look, can't move that lever anywhere unless you press that button. Nice. So there you go. That was the airsoft version of the SRS sight. The one with the massive lens. Looks just like the real thing, apart from the dodgy logos. Now, if you like what you see, check the video description for a direct link to this product and a 10% discount code. Although I'm sure there's already a 10% discount code on the site. If it's not on the site, you can always use the code AIRSOFTMIC. Thanks for watching, and thanks again to TacticalXmen.com. And I'll see you next time on the AIRSOFT Mic YouTube channel.